This was meant to be a substantive debate. It was very, very combative. The tone and tenor was typically combative, representative perhaps of the state of relations between the Treasury benches and the opposition. But let's get an assessment from the leading parties of the country. A. Saravanan is national spokesperson of the Dravida Munnetra Kazhagam. Welcome, Saravanan. Good to see you back on the show. Sanjay Jha, political analyst, supports the Congress party. Rohan Gupta is a spokesperson with the BJP. We also have Pattabhiram Komareddy, is national spokesperson of the Telugu Desam party. He'll be joining us in a very short while from now. And for a military perspective, because this was after all about a military operation, Lieutenant General Rajendra Singh, he's former Director General of the Infantry. Welcome to all of you. Thank you very much for being with me. Saravanan, I'll come to you quickly first. Your quick opening comments on the Prime Minister's speech. We also saw your senior party leader and MP Kanimozhi speak in Parliament today. Go ahead, Saravanan.
Yeah. See, if you look at the tone and tenor of how the BJP had spoken, looks like they are so obsessed, still obsessed with Mr. Nehru and Indira Gandhi. We are asking, sir, Pahalgam, there was a terrorist attack. Who is responsible for this? Have you found out who is responsible? Can you assure this state, assure our country that no such terror attacks would happen? They are going back to Nehru. They are going back to Indira Gandhi. We did not vote. The people of this country did not vote Mr. Narendra Modi as the Prime Minister to put the blame on Mr. Nehru or Madam Indira Gandhi. And of course, Mr. Rahul Gandhi made it very, very clear that Mr. Modi cannot be equated with Madam Indira Gandhi when the US fleet was down there staring at our country from Bay of Bengal. She split Pakistan into two. Now, do we have that decisive leadership? Absolutely none. And Mr. Rahul Gandhi made it very, very clear. See, he pointed out, not now, long back, that you are allowing Pakistan and China to come together. And everybody, as usual, called him Papu. But now, what has happened? The Chief of Defence Staff, Mr. P. Chidambaram, spoke that the Pakistan was using Chinese aircrafts and Chinese defence systems and Chinese missiles. So who is Papu here? And why? That is why we are saying foreign policy is an utter flop. This government is clueless how to conduct foreign policy, because for them the business interest is more important. Foreign policy is dictated by Mr. Adani and Ambani. That is the reason why we are here. There is no answers to all these things. And interestingly, again Mr. Rahul Gandhi said this. He said, can you say that Mr. Donald Trump lied? Of course, there are no answers. He said, no world leaders. And with regard to this rhetoric, we have heard this rhetoric n number of times. We are sick and tired of this rhetoric.
Let's get a response to that. Rohan Gupta, a combative opening comment from the DMK, which had a chance to speak in Parliament today. They say foreign policy is an entire flop. Go ahead, have your response to the DMK spokesperson, Rohan Gupta of the BJP.
I think, Shiv, today the response of Home Minister and Prime Minister was pretty comprehensive, and anybody who has a bit of understanding of international relations or bit of understanding of politics will not question after these answers. But if the objective or the niyati, I say, the intention of the opposition is bad, obviously nobody can do anything. It clearly exposes opposition that in process of opposing Modi government, they are going against the country and they are the speaking language of Pakistan. The question of Congress party and don't speak in between.
Stop this silly comments. We don't need lessons on patriotism from people like you. We don't need lessons on patriotism. You have no business. Any BJP supporter.
Let him finish. I'll come back to you. We have time. We have time.
Patriotism. You are the anti-national. You are the BJPians are the anti-nationals.
Please stop, Mr. Saravanan.
The country down.
Hang on. No, this is not that kind of debate. I'll give everyone time.
Please keep quiet.
Everyone be calm.
You keep quiet. You have no business.
Everyone
be calm. The BJP supporter are the most anti-national.
Everyone be calm. Let's put Rohan and Saravanan on the screen. Everyone be calm. No, this is not the kind of debate where I will not give people a chance to speak. Everyone will get a chance to speak. Let Rohan finish. I will come back to you, Saravanan. I will come back. Let him finish.
This is the mindset. They always get shattered when truth comes out. Today, that is what has happened in Parliament. Each and every question asked by opposition has been answered categorically by our Home Minister and Prime Minister. About the US, how US Vice President called, what Mr. Modi told, everything is crystal clear. But if their intention is not good, what will happen? And people who are talking that why we stopped it, people who have ensured that POK doesn't come to India, they are asking this question. People after 26/11 never uttered a word, they are asking this question. People under whose rule there are more than 1,000 people died due to terrorist attacks, they are asking this question. What moral right do you have to tell that you will pay more? Yes, Mr. Modi is that definitely you can expect more. But we need to understand our responsibilities. We are not like you, like cowards, we just sit and don't take any action. This is not the same India.
Okay.
This is the India. If anybody raises eyebrows to us, we will ensure that हम घर में घुस के मारेंगे. किसी की हिम्मत नहीं है. A clear-cut answer. Number one, the objective of Operation Sindoor was very clear. We wanted to retaliate. We have wanted to reply to the terrorist activity of Pakistan. Number one. After that, we went to international forum. Ensured that what was the stand of India against terrorism, we exposed Pakistan. After that, we saw that TRF was banned by US and almost all the countries criticized terrorist act of Pakistan. So I think what more you want, Shiv, and at least that's what our PM told. It was an opportunity for all Indians to celebrate success of Operation Sindoor. Rather than doing that, we are into politics. And today there is a competition in Congress leaders who will become the cheerleader of Pakistan media.
What is actually
Pakistani media? They will use the statements of these opposition leaders just to justify their cowardly stand.
Okay,
what is this? There is a limit to everything.
We don't care about Pakistan. We have taught them a lesson they will never forget through Operation Sindoor, but I would like to focus on the debate that has just happened in Parliament. Sanjay Jha, bringing you in, we hear the phrase political intent a great deal in the last 48 hours to illustrate the total breakdown in relations. Even the current exchange between Saravanan and Rohan sort of typifies this complete breakdown in the ability to communicate with each other in what should have been otherwise a fairly, bipartisan kind of time in Parliament on such an important national security issue. Keeping that aside, Sanjay Jha, do you believe that the exchanges in Parliament today were in some ways substantive, even keeping for the barbs and the sarcasm and the, and the high-pitched attacks between both sides? There was some substance in it or no?
I do believe, Shiv, that end of day, any political dialogue or debate happening transparently on the floor of the House is really the responsibility and accountability of the entire political ecosystem. Now, the quality is debatable, but I do believe that some of the speeches were robust and raised some very fundamental points. And I think a couple of things that do emerge. And I have nothing against, an acerbic, acrimonious slugfest. Yeah. As long as there is no fake news. That's the only thing where I have a problem. So my friend Saravanan, when he was upset, is only when, the BJP leaders, Rohan is a friend of mine, he used to be in the Congress not too long ago, to call people anti-national, etc. is such pathetic gibberish that I think this is the kind of lowering and making conversations substandard that I strongly rebuke. But let me answer your question very quickly. Number one, I think what emerged today was the questioning of this normalcy narrative that Mr. Modi's government has spun on Jammu and Kashmir. It's a point that Priyanka Gandhi Vadra, I thought, eloquently emphasized on. That the Home Minister and the Prime Minister, and Shiv, you follow national security very closely, you have all the evidence on record. They went to town saying that post-abrogation of Article 370, Kashmir is, when I say Kashmir, I'm saying J&K, is seeing the obliteration of terrorism and the near death of militancy. Everyone welcomed that until we had the extremely dastardly Pahalgam massacre. Does anybody in this government have any accountability? I remember, Shiv, I was part of the Congress very early days actually, when the 2008 attacks happened in Mumbai. Yeah. The chief minister resigned. I'm aware of that. He made a trip to the Taj Mahal. He was gone just a day later. Shivraj Patil resigned. Chidambaram became the home minister. There were changes. The government responded by saying, listen, we take accountability for whatever happened. Here you have Lieutenant Governor Manoj Sinha after 3 months saying, I take responsibility. But otherwise, this government seems to believe that just because they are in power for the third time, that they don't have to take and stand up and say, well, you know what, we failed. There was an intelligence and security failure in Pahalgam. And that question is something that any government in any democracy needs to take accountability for.
Okay.
My second point, I'll keep it very short.
Yeah.
My second point, that end of day, and this is very crucial in my opinion, that when we are talking about the armed forces, for God's sake, let's, take our hats off to the extraordinarily brave people who battle through, insurmountable odds for us. They put their lives at risk.
Okay.
And I think the point that Rahul Gandhi made is so relevant here, that while there is a role of a political leadership, nobody is discounting it, but to make a vulgar showmanship, to try and appropriate the credit that the armed forces deserve, to actually kind of, make it into some kind of an electoral zeitgeist, is really making a mockery of our defense services, their role, their bravery, and insulting the average intelligence of the
Rohan,
common
respond to
citizen of
the two
India.
big points that Sanjay Jha has made. Very serious points. You've heard both of them. Rohan, respond. Then I'll go across to the TDP spokesperson who's also joined us.
See, first of all, he talked about our armed forces. Who insulted our armed forces? Who questioned our armed forces? It is Congress party. When DGMO clearly told that Pakistani DGMO called and after this we accepted the ceasefire, still they are questioning the government. Then who is insulting our armed forces? This is the same Congress party after 26/11. They could not do anything. And that is why they had to resign, because of the public pressure. There was no intent because they were not sure. You still have the report of CAG saying that there was no more than 48 hours का दारू गोला नहीं था हमारी आर्मी के पास में. आप क्या बात कर रहे हैं? आपकी इच्छा शक्ति नहीं. We know the statements of the armed force chiefs then, that we were stopped. We wanted to react, but we were told not to do that, because there was no confidence of government. So obviously, if you do apple to apple comparison, there is absolutely no comparison, because there is no intention to attack Pakistan. And that's why, Shiv, because you follow international relations, Pakistan thought this is the same old India, that every year we attack. If you see the history, 2004, 2005, 2006, 2007, 2008, 2009, 10, 11, every year there were big terrorist attacks in India, across India.
Okay.
That was the India it was, because Pakistan knew that we will attack India, India will just condemn, and they will not do anything.
Look, I honestly,
we ensured that we give Pakistan answer in their own language. If they attack us, we will go to any corner of Pakistan and attack the terrorists. But
Shiv,
we are
10 seconds to me.
Yes, Saravanan, go ahead.
See, he says, why have you not accepting the statements of this DGMO? This is a ceasefire. The question is, if you had the opportunity to destroy them, why did you lose that opportunity? Why did you accept for a ceasefire?
But Saravanan, that has been explained. Whose interest did you serve? Whose interest did you serve by agreeing for a ceasefire?
Why could you not have taken POK? We had the advantage. You should have given a free hand to the army, and the other chief, other army, the other defense personnel, where are record? Where are record
to Pakistan? What are you talking?
No, stop it.
There are two guests who have not spoken. This has become a... Okay.
Just a moment, Shiv. Just a moment. See,
it's become a slagging match.
Just a moment, 10 seconds to me. See, earlier, they said every decision with regard to escalation was taken by the government. The defense officers are on record saying this. So why ceasefire? If Pakistan is surrendering to us, if we have made Pakistan back to us,
nuclear country, come on.
What is he saying?
Okay, this is going into the realms of the social media type conversation. But no,
it's not social media.
But
this is radical. Don't be ridiculous.
I don't want to sit here issuing any
we are not speaking about social media. It is the BJP which is belittling. How dare? He was an anti-national.
I believe there are many questions that should have been answered.
Mr. Rohan Gupta was an anti-national few months back. Now he has worn the cloak of BJP and he has become a patriot.
I think it is a combative day.
No action.
It is a combative day. Saravanan is on the front foot, very much like his MP, on the issue of being called anti-national as well. Let me bring in the others, because we have a few minutes left. I want to give the others a chance as well. Mr. Komareddy, you are ally of the of the ruling dispensation at the center. What did you think of the Prime Minister's speech? The opposition is not convinced. They are in no mood to take any of the points made by the Prime Minister or the Home Minister tonight. What would you say to them? You are an ally of Prime Minister Modi.
Shiv, good evening to you and to my fellow panelists. See, first of all, it is so very unfortunate, to have a debate on Operation Sindoor and to, question the our defense forces' capabilities and integrity at a time when the entire nation should stand together. It is very unfortunate, that we are having this kind of a debate in the parliament, and it is also more unfortunate to have a person like Rahul Gandhi as leader of opposition, because during his speech, in between, I was so very disturbed with his statement. In between, he said, "Mujhe maza aa raha hai." Rahul Gandhi is saying that "Mujhe maza aa raha hai." ऑपरेशन सिंदूर के ऊपर आप डिबेट कर रहे हो, डिस्कशन कर रहे हो, और आपको मजा आ रहा है. What kind of a person he is?
Mr. Reddy, your party
What kind
called
of a
Mr.
person
Modi
he
a
is?
terrorist. Your
Mister,
party called
see,
Mr.
this
Modi
is my
a terrorist.
opportunity. Please
Yeah.
keep quiet.
Yeah, I'm just
Shiv
putting
has
it on
given me an
record.
opportunity. Don't interrupt.
Your party
If it's
called
not a
Mr.
fact,
Modi a
it
terrorist.
is on
So stop
record.
trying to bluff people here.
Don't interfere. Don't interfere, please, kindly. राहुल गांधी जी को मजा आ रहा है ऑपरेशन सिंदूर के
Just
ऊपर.
exposing your
Shame on
lies.
him. And the second thing is, he was talking so greatly about the UPA government under Manmohan Singh and the way they handle Pakistan. What they have done? There are more than 35 terrorist attacks during the UPA 1 and UPA 2. I'm not adding those Maoist attacks. Not even once. Have we ever heard of a term like surgical strike during the UPA regime? Did they have the guts to cross the border and attack the terrorist
Have you
camps
heard
in
of the
Pakistan
1947,
or Pakistan?
1965 and
Please
1971 wars?
Please listen.
सुना है
Shiv,
क्या?
Please ask him. Please
1971
ask him
सुना
not to
है क्या,
interrupt.
Komar
Give him an opportunity later.
अबे Komar
Give him an
जी,
opportunity later.
1971
Don't do
सुना
your
है?
running commentary here. Sanjay Jha,
No,
don't
I'm
do
just
your
putting
running
facts
commentary
of
here.
perspective.
Don't do your running commentary here. Shiv will give you an opportunity. Not even once.
Just don't lie,
The UPA
that's all.
government, the UPA government had the guts, not even once, to cross the border and to attack the terrorist camps.
Okay.
And today they talk about courage. And the last point I would like to make, Shiv, today Rahul ji is talking so greatly about, breaking the China-Pakistan team, the kind of teamwork that is going on, and the government had failed, to break the China-Pakistan alliance. When did the famous, Sino-Pakistan agreement happen? Was it not in 1963 when Jawaharlal Nehru, Rahul ji ke chacha, the grandfather, when he was in power? It was then that China and Pakistan shook hands. It was the incompetence of the Congress government. And more, during that time, Pakistan had gives away 5,180 square kilometers of Shakzan Valley in Kashmir to China.
Shiva, 10-second rejoinder.
I will.
And Nehru ji is sitting idle. And today
Thank
you
you.
talk about China-Pakistan dosti.
Okay.
What have you done? It is the failure of the Congress. The Sino-Pakistan agreement happened in 1963 during
I'm
Congress
going to,
regime.
since this debate started a little late and the speech went on a little late, I'm going to give 30 seconds as final comments to everyone before I end with the general who has been sitting very patiently with us, and I will give him an extra couple of minutes to end this discussion. To you first, Sanjay, what would you say to Mr. Komareddy? He says, who is the Congress to make these comments about China and about not taking decisive action when most of these problems, the genesis of them have been under Congress rule?
Well, first, let me give him a little bit of a history lesson. But
Not
1947,
required. Not required.
1947.
Yeah, I don't have to learn history.
But keep it
learn
short.
lessons from
Gentlemen,
you.
keep it short, please. We're almost out of time.
Don't take.
Okay.
Mr. Jha,
Okay.
your history lessons are not required.
Okay.
And
Okay.
what's the point?
Can I speak, Shiv, without the
Yes,
gentleman
yes,
interrupting
yes,
me?
yes.
So I just want to make 2 points. Let us expose right now, Shiv, the hypocrisy, the cowardly behavior of this government and its political ally, the TDP. While Mr. Modi says Operation Sindoor is still on, this vulgar and shameless government wants to play cricket with Pakistan. Can you imagine how desperate they are for moolah? and what disrespect they have for the unfortunate victims of the Pahalgam massacre. They want to play cricket. And guess what? Jai Shah, who's the president of the ICC, is Amit Shah's son. And there are no
You are not
reservations. There's
answering
no
the questions,
morality.
Mr. Sanjay
This
Jha.
government
You
has
are not
no
answering my
morality left.
questions.
Please do not interrupt me when I speak.
Do you have the guts to answer my
Mr.
question?
Komareddy,
What did
quiet,
the
quiet.
UPA
Have
do
some
between
decency.
2004 and 14?
Have some decency.
What did
Have
the
some
UPA government
decency.
do between
Shanti rakhiye
2004 and
bhaiya,
14?
Shanti rakhiye.
Arey,
And let
answer
me
my
make my
question,
second
sir.
point.
Don't
Shiv, my
defend.
second point.
Answer
15
my
seconds,
question.
15 seconds, Sanjay. 15
Yeah.
seconds.
Today when Priyanka Gandhi Vadra was reading in such a solemn fashion that with respect the names of the unfortunate tragic victims of the Pahalgam massacre, the treasury benches are not looking at our victims as Indians but as Hindus. And it was the opposition that said, this is not about being Hindu, this is about being Bharatiya. I mean, these are, I believe, significant manifestations of the ideological parochialism of the BJP and the inclusivity of the opposition that India needs.
Rohan, final comments. Rohan, final comments.
I think the way today's debate have gone, it is one thing is very clear. The opposition has completely lost the narrative. They have lost the question. They are just opposing Modi government for the sake of it. And they could go to the extent of shutting voice of people like Mr. Tharoor. I think Sanjay is a good friend of Mr. Tharoor and Mr. Manish Tiwari, who represented India in Operation Sindoor. Today was the opportunity to celebrate the success of Operation Sindoor across the board. And what happened at the end of the day? All the questions were answered, but the questions, just for the sake of the questions, they are not good. You are saying that, okay, why we haven't got POK? People who have gifted POK to Pakistan, do you have any moral right to ask that question? ये दिल मांगे मोर और आपके दिल में है चोर. Two things can't work together. What is your track record? In terrorism, what is your track record?
Saravanan, 30 seconds. 30 seconds.
Yes, Chef.
Giving you a lot of time, my friend. Please, 30 seconds.
Sir, two things. See, they said the opposition is not really.
Okay. Rohan, let Saravanan come in, then I have to end with the general.
Army intelligence also. That is the new India.
They say you the opposition is not with the country. When they
Well,
say,
gentlemen, can I have just
please represent us across the board, across the whole wide world. All the parliamentary MPs from across various parties represented India because the government wanted, because it is for the country. Nobody was talking about narrow parochialism because we wanted the voice of this country to be heard.
Okay,
But what has the government done today? Because there are two things. Because there is a talent deficit. The BJP does not have the talent of people of MPs represent our country across the world.
What this proves. Okay, I have to end it with the politicians. I have to end it with the politicians. Please keep your peace.